Karen, a very good evening to you and thanks for your time. What do you see on that footage that you have in your possession?
I don't want to go into detail of what is available, what was sent to my office. I think the most important part is that we received this information. To understand what happened yesterday in our city centre, we need to go back a few weeks, what happened in our city when we experienced that spate of violence. With that violence happened because one of our taxi drivers, Jabu Baloy, was shot due to trying to stop a drug situation from happening. So the information emerged to us that the taxi association or leadership gave information to Saps throughout the years to say that they know exactly who, what, when is happening as far as drugs are concerned. So with that information, we understood that there's a major crisis in the city. We therefore had a meeting with myself, my counterpart in Roads and Transport, MMC Sheila Senkabuke, as well as Saps, the Provincial Police Commissioner, TMPD, as well as the relevant taxi association leaderships and operators as well. And we made certain decisions there, one of which was that we will have joint operations, drug busts in the city. That never happened. Furthermore, we also, from the city of Tshwane side, we decided that to ensure that we do not have this kind of violent situation again in our city, it's imperative that we sit around the table on a constant basis, all role players, and see what needs to be discussed and what needs to be addressed, and that we can hold each other accountable. So we had started our joint steering committee, which consisted of all the members I mentioned previously. And in fact, in one of our previous meetings, we received information from the taxi leadership, and TMPD, Tshwane Metro Police, went out and we had an immediate drug bust within the hour. However, the fact remains that TMPD and the city of Tshwane is a very, very small entity. It's a small unit consisting of a very small number of officers. And it's not our core mandate as a Metro Police to have this kind of operations going.
Right,
it's a
Karen,
Saps competency.
Karen, sorry to interrupt you there. I just want to find out, so what you see on that footage, you've verified and you can confirm and positively identify that those are SAPS officers, and what has happened to them in the meantime?
Look, I really do not want to comment on the footage itself. That is a Saps matter. It's for them to investigate and to comment on their findings. I can only talk as a third person who received the information, so I am in no position to comment as to the validity of that
But are you able to tell us what SAPS has done about these officers then? Have they?
That is my problem. That is the problem. Because as I explained when I started, this is not a new issue. This has been happening over a few years. And the situation yesterday just told us that this matter has not been addressed sufficiently by Saps, and they do not take this situation seriously enough. And it's a concern to us because at the end of the day, it's costing the city, it's costing our residents, and we cannot have that anymore. And that's why we're saying Saps must now come to the table and show us what they are going to do, not a once or twice of operation while the state president is here, but a consistent effort from their side to address the drug situation in our city.
And I'm sure that we're certain that if this is true and these two officers are indeed police officers, they are involved in drug peddling, they're probably not the only two, Karen, who are involved in this. And how are you planning to force SAPS's hand to actually do something about this?
Well, in fact, we're also going to have our next joint steering committee of the members I explained is tomorrow. So I do trust and hope that the senior management of Saps will be there to account and explain to us what the plan of action is going to be. Does Saps have to report back to us? No, not at all. They have no obligation to do so. But we do feel that because it's our city that's involved and it's costing our city, that they will come to the table and assist us here and tell us where we can assist from our side, but they must take the lead on this.
All right, thanks very much for your time there. That's MMC for Community Safety in Tshwane, Karen Meyer.